Have you ever been in such a dangerous situation that life itself seemed to slip away from you? You can't move, you can't speak, your heart is pounding like a drum solo, and everything around you seems to be moving in slow motion. Well, today we're going to share with you the story of one girl who found herself in such a situation. But despite all the odds, she survived thanks to the quick reactions of those around her. So let's dive in. It was just an ordinary day when the girl decided to go for a swim in the nearby lake. The sun was shining, the birds were tweeting, and the water looked inviting. But little did she know that this seemingly innocent day would soon turn into a nightmare. As she stepped onto the cracked lid of the septic tank, it gave way and she disappeared in an instant. Her mother's scream tore through the air as she watched helplessly. People came running from all directions, their faces etched with worry. Without hesitation, one man dove in headfirst, but he came up choking, his mouth filled with sewage. Others were lowered in by their ankles, arms thrashing in the dark as they tried to grab her. But it was a losing battle against the suffocating darkness, and the stench of the waste filled their nostrils. Time seemed to stand still as the girl's heart began to race. Panic surged through her, threatening to consume her. The reek of the sewage was so bad that even breathing became a struggle. Just when it seemed like all hope was lost, a man grabbed her wrist and they yanked her out. Soaked and silent, she lay still as they pulled her out. People gathered around, their faces a mixture of concern and despair. There was no pulse. All eyes turned to the man who had pulled her out. He gently laid her down, his face grim. "She's dead," he said quietly, his voice echoing the grim reality of the situation. But then a woman in the crowd shouted, "I'm a nurse." With renewed hope, she dropped to her knees beside the girl and began performing mouth-to-nose resuscitation. Despite the pungent odor of the sewage clinging to the girl, the nurse refused to give up, her lips moving in sync with the rhythmic pressure of her chest. People watched in tense silence, their hopes and fears hanging in the balance. And just when it seemed like all was lost, the girl gasped. Her eyes fluttering open, she took a shaky breath. The crowd erupted in cheers, their voices echoing the joy that filled their hearts. The girl was alive. The girl was taken to the hospital where she was treated for her ordeal. Although she had suffered the trauma of near death, the swift reactions of those around her had saved her life. From the man who first jumped into the septic tank to the woman who performed mouth-to-nose resuscitation, each person played a part in ensuring that the girl got a second chance at life.